Alright gang, so you've heard me mention several different times, maybe I'll keep this one on the Craftsman GT, the 6000, the mud mower. You know, well, what I've actually been looking for is one of these. You guys, if you watch the channel, you know that I really like these Poulan high tops. This is the small block, right? It is a 3000, Craftsman 3000, which means it is the 50cc. It's going to have a 44 millimeter bore and the 32 millimeter stroke. They all have a 32 millimeter stroke. But I saw it on Facebook Marketplace, messed around with the guy a little bit. Finally, I was able to go meet him. And I did one pull. He told me it had good compression. I did one pull and it was like, ugh! And that plastic pawl is in there, that it's broken off. Anyways, I was like 20 bucks. Oh, give me 30. And I was like, no. I said, okay, 20 bucks. So I got it for 20 bucks. And what I did is I put a new plastic pawl on there. I did new fuel lines. And somebody had tried to mess around with it and they rebuilt the carburetor. And but they got the vent line screwed up, as so many people often do on these. I have a video of it on my channel of how to run the fuel lines on these Poulan high tops. And anyways, now we're going to see if it starts. I got fuel in it. I don't even know if it'll pull fuel. I don't know if it's got spark, but here we go. You're going to see with me. I went ahead and took the baffle out of the muffler. There we go. Hell, we've gotten this far. I'm going to go ahead and throw a chain on it and put it in the wood real quick just to see how it cuts. This chain is one of the really crappy ones. Oh, it's just, they're the worst. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to throw a decent chain on it and we'll put it in the wood real quick and just see. I'm super, as you can tell, really excited about it. These are the cheapest of all of the Poulans, I feel like. Nobody wants these. They don't even say what they are on the side of them. You got to look up that stupid Craftsman number and see what it is. But yeah, let me throw a chain on it real quick. All right, it's just a Oregon semi-chisel safety raker. We'll see how it cuts. I don't know how recently it was sharpened. It feels sharp enough. 20 bucks. Perfectly acceptable little saw to play fantasy, because whenever I get on my little Craftsman and have the trailer hooked up to it, I can go out and cut me up a load of wood with my Craftsman saw. Yeah, all it is playtime. 20 bucks, man. That's a hell of a lot better than spending 20 bucks on, you name this, bad addiction. You know what I mean? $20. Had to do a little bit of work to it, you know. I guarantee what happened was somebody was using it and went and broke that little plastic pawl and was like, oh, it's trash. Threw it in the trash. You know, because the guy who I bought this off of, he worked at a transfer station and he just got stuff that people threw away, and this was one that they threw away. Tomorrow I'll clean it up, you know, actually pressure wash it and make it nice. Heck, I might do it right now, but you know my thing. I spray some super clean, clean it up, make it look pretty, and got a cool little chainsaw. Look at how totally decent this guy turned out to be. I mean, it's a totally decent little saw, man. I mean, I'm super happy about this, you know? Just, I really am. That's going to be really cool to have and use with my Craftsman mud mower. If I'm out on a trail or something like that, I'll have this thing with me and I can, you know, cut a tree has fallen across the trail or whatever. Yeah, just playing, just fantasizing, really, you know? That's what it is. So let's add up the cost real quick. So it cost me 20 bucks to get it, right? And deals like this aren't always out there for everybody. I get it. I stay active, and I was taught a long time ago by a friend's dad who used to get really good deals on all kinds of stuff. And I was like, how do you do it? And he said, always be ready to buy whenever the person needs to sell. And, you know, he's like, I keep $100 or $200 in my pocket, you know. Anyway, so that's the key. So be looking and vigilant, and you find stuff. This guy listed this for 40 bucks. It was pretty dirty. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it was pretty dirty. He listed it for 40 bucks. He said it had good compression, but it turned out he never even tried to pull it, because as soon as I pulled that cord, there was just nothing but plastic garble messing around, clacking and stuff. And so I knew that little plastic pawl was broken. So let's add up the cost. 20 bucks for the saw, for the purchase. The plastic pawl, we'll say as much as $6. Let's just say $6 for a plastic pawl. The fuel lines, it already had a fuel filter, and it had new fuel lines, but they were crappy and they were ran in the wrong place. The impulse line was completely gone. So new fuel lines, and like I said, it already had a filter, and the carburetor didn't need to be rebuilt. Maybe $4. And then I just cleaned it up. So I literally have $30 in this saw, and I'm just ecstatic to have it. I know that that strikes a lot of you guys as weird. Why would I care so much to have this old Craftsman saw? Well, number one, they're totally decent saws. I mean, they really are. They're just totally decent. Like, just totally all right. You know? And so there's that. Number two, I have saved something. This thing came from somebody was throwing it away. I gotta say, as Americans, you know, we're among the worst people on the planet. We're bad. We waste so much stuff. This thing, it took me $10 to fix it. You know, people need to fix their shit. So, but anyways, I'm happy about it. It's a good running little saw. I have something to play with. I enjoyed getting it running, and it's nothing special. None of these Poulan high tops are anything truly special. Even the Super 380. Okay, now it's a good solid saw. I like it, but it ain't nothing special, you know. But $30. If I was to go to the store and buy something that runs this good, I would have to buy a 450 Rancher or a steel 271. All right, the MS 271 steel. The 490 would probably be right on par with this. That would be a really good test. A stock 490 to a stock Craftsman 3000, right? Or 3.0, whatever they called it. They may have called it a 3.1, but you know, yeah, it's probably an Echo 490 would be a good. Not the 490, not the 492, or not the 4910. Yeah, the 490. That's probably about where it's at. And so, you know, what you're looking at there is you're pushing up right up against $400 to get a saw like this that runs good. So get out there, find good deals, and use what's already there. Everybody wants to complain about the EPA and what it's doing with electric chainsaws and all that shit. Just, there are plenty of old ones out there. Just make them run. Oh, my knees.